Hey guys, what's going on? Daily Tactics here, and I am here with probably the combination you never really thought you wanted, but all of a sudden when it's available to you, you're like, I'd watch that, and that would be Count Dooku versus the ever legendary Commander Wolffe. So yeah, basically, I was looking through the character lists, trying to see like who could I use in the video, things like that, and I saw Dooku and I was like, I love Dooku. You know, great performance in the prequels. So I was like, alright, we'll do him. And then, of course, I get tons of requests to do Commander Wolffe because everyone likes Commander Wolffe. He's so cool, and the Wolf Pack is just unbelievably cool. So I was like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's do Commander Wolffe versus Count Dooku in a massive assault on each other. So I guess the backstory of this video would be that Commander Wolffe found out that Dooku was here, and Dooku likewise found out Commander Wolffe was here on this very Earth-like planet. I imagine it's probably like Alderaan or something like that. You can see some evidence of past skirmishes, you know, some broken down tanks, things like that. So both find out that the other is here, and they're like, this is a good opportunity to take out a high-ranking officer. So they decide to go at each other with everything they've got. Wolffe has one ATTE because these things are extremely powerful, and I didn't want to overdo it too much. And then a bunch of these TX-130Ts, which I think are just so cool looking. These are really dope tanks, as well as some of these swamp speeders, which aren't super powerful, but they're good against anti-infantry, so I put them in there. And of course the Wolf Pack, whom he has many members of ready to attack, probably a few hundred. And then for Dooku over here, he's got a pretty equal army. Instead of an ATTE, he's got some AATs, which, you know, it takes 3 or 4 to take out an ATTE, so I thought that'd be fair. Then we also have some of these snail tanks, which are pretty cool. I guess those are kind of the equivalent of the TX-130T. And then some of these spider droids, which I thought were the equivalent of kind of a swamp speeder type of thing. I think the spider droids are so neat. They're just interesting. So yeah, oh, and he's got Grim droids for the battle. I don't know why I chose Grim droids. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. I don't really know the backstory behind them. If you do know, let me know in the comment section below. Either way, let's get this thing started. Let's go ahead and press start. Let's go in a little bit of a slow-mo for the very beginning here. I'd like to see as much of the battle as possible. So we have the CIS forces walking forward. The Grim droids are very mechanical in their walking, of course, because they're droids. Let's check out the Wolf Pack, that cinematic slow-mo. Wolf, you're getting a little far ahead of your lads here. Let's pull you back. Stop that. The Wolf Pack is just sort of going forward, looking absolutely dope as heck. Yeah, this is gonna be a doozy of a battle. I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you could tell. All right, here comes a round of clones running up the hill, and the first action has started. Looks like a TX-130T is combating a bunch of these snail tanks up ahead. We got laser fire going off every which way. Both sides are now fully clashing with each other. Just in the very center, these side areas have not really gotten involved in the battle quite yet. I hear sirens already going off, which is basically symbolic of the ships losing their armor, making them much more susceptible to damage and the likes. These snail tanks are just getting butchered now. We got a swamp speeder coming in the flank, getting some nice shots off at them as well. No tank has quite gone down yet, and the infantry hasn't totally gotten involved either. These guys seem to be rushing in to the aid of their men. We see a few Grim droids coming in. Ooh, big explosion. Was that a... That was a TX-130T underneath this UT-AT that was destroyed long ago. AATs are now starting to cruise on in, and the infantry is now, likewise, getting a bit more involved in the battle as they make it closer. There's Dooku himself. He's crawling around on the ground there. Now there's just a lot of fire in here. Looks like snail tanks are blowing up now. Clones are getting into the mix. A few of them going down. Not a ton of Grim droids out here. Oh! That guy got away just in time from that snail tank, like, crushing him. That would have sucked. The ATTE from the very back here is firing in it's probably better for that thing to stay in the back. That way it doesn't get heavily targeted and it can easily shoot a little bit more than if it were in the very front. More explosions going off as more snail tanks are just becoming absolutely busted from the sheer amount of fire that's going on. We see a lot of clones now sort of interacting with the battle, firing off their rifles. Some Grim droids up here are getting involved as well. A lot of the droid infantry has stayed a lot farther back than I would have expected. Oh, here comes a spider droid firing in. I think the clones might be getting a few more losses than the droids are at this point. I think they invested more men into the center of the battle than the droids did. The droids kept more of their men sort of on the outskirts around here, while the clones seem to be more heavily concentrated. Well, I guess that's not entirely true, because there are a ton of clones over here, so I don't know. It's a little early in the battle for me to make speculations like that. Alright, regardless, let's turn it up a speed here. Still slightly less than natural speed, but I just want to be able to capture as much of this battle as possible, because you miss a lot when you're going in regular speed with such a large-scale battle like this. So you want to make sure you capture the cool parts, you know? ATTE is now creeping a lot farther forward. This thing is going to have a nice little hill advantage here to shoot down on the enemy from, which is going to be pretty dangerous. I'm looking for Dooku. I hear his lightsaber, actually, I think. Well, there he is. He is, like, just dead in the center of the battle right now. He's chilling over here, probably deflecting some laser fire for his droids, maybe. I don't know. These clones in the very center are probably hating life right now, getting caught in the very middle here. Oh, here comes some Grim droids actually just walking on in, and the clones managed to just peg them. This lad from behind who is like kind of stuck in between the snail tank. A lot of these clones in the middle are in awkward positions, I would say. More Grim droids just kind of walking in. I don't know if it's programming or or if they're just being stupid droids, but who knows. Now we have a much larger swath of clones up front. You know, just a ton of them have culminated up here. This building that they were using for cover has been half taken out, and many troopers have been downed because of that. The droids might be suffering more losses now at this point. I'm not entirely sure. Both sides still have a lot alive, and they started with basically even numbers, like a few hundred troops and tanks. But I don't know. It's tough to tell. Another dwarf spider goes down in a ball of fury. That might have actually killed a few of these Grim droids down below here in the subsequent explosion. This ATTE has taken an absolute beating. It's lost its top gunner, and it is now flaming, as we can see, and you can hear its siren going off. So this thing might not be long for the world. Oh my god, huge fire explosion over here. Is that Commander Wolf? Hey, that's my boy. What's up, Wolfie? Wolf is in the very thick of it here, trying to support some of his men who sadly got stuck in the middle, which is a tough place to be. We can see that some of their fallen comrades are around them. At least they do have some tank cover available to them. I think it's only a matter of time before this ATTE bites the dust, and as I say it, it goes down and crushes a good number of clones below it. Quite a shame for those clones. So this bad Larry is now down for the count, and the clones are going to have to proceed without it. Was that their last tank? It very well might have been. Oh no, they actually have this TX-130T right here firing away. It is also on fire though, so this thing could go down very easily as well. It seems like all of their swamp spears have gone down. Those things aren't greatest because they can just be KO'd super easily. Alright. Oh man, this is actually a pretty cool battle. Pretty interesting. There goes that TX-130T. Oh, but this one's alive here too as well. Interesting. Those flames are close to licking Commander Wolf, but he's sticking with that position. He is not moving. Pretty interesting. Is this snail tank alive? Oh no, you can see its guns have been blown off. A good number of Grim droids remain on this left hill over here. They're just sort of chilling below this this windmill. Not a bad spot. Let's go into regular mode now. So this is just straight up normal speed. Oh, look, another TX-130T. Oh, no, that might have been the same one from over here. It is on fire, though. This thing is probably going to go down relatively soon. And then I think there won't be any more tanks left for either side. Let's check out the minimap. Yeah, looks like it's just this one, and it just went for it. With no infantry support, it decided to go up that hill, and almost immediately it's just fire. That wasn't brilliant. I don't condone its actions, but I mean, whatever. Alright, so we see a group of droids just sort of taking a stand over here. Getting into the thick of it and firing away with their weapons. Doing probably a pretty good job. They seem to be getting a nice amount of return fire. Their line of sight, there are a lot of dead and cleared out clones over here. But the clones are starting to get a little bit braver. They're starting to actually push forward, maybe at the guide of Commander WOLFFE, who is now very far forward here. And chillin'. Oops, okay, I accidentally pressed the stop recording button, but I immediately started recording again. That was rather stupid of me, but it's fine. Alright, so like I said, Commander WOLFFE is just sort of chilling in the front here. He's actually taking a lot of risks and going forward. Oh, and DOOKU right here has fallen. Probably just an injury, but he is down for the count, so if the Republic does end up winning this battle, they will have captured the notorious Count Dooku. And it is looking more and more like a Republic victory. The Grim Droid strongholds are starting to fall, especially the ones up on this hill over here. They've still got quite a few men in the fields to the right over this way, but the clones opposite them are starting to actually crest over this hill, and soon they'll be on the other side being able to shoot down. Clones, for the most part, they're bringing the action to the very middle here. Not a terrible idea. They do have a good amount of cover, but I don't know. I would spread out my men a bit more, but hey, it's the AI, you know? What can you do? Always sort of a nice way to see how the balance of the battle is going is to see red lasers versus blue lasers. And as we can see, well, as I'm seeing a lot more blue laser fire than red laser fire, which is alluding to the fact that there are more clones alive, or at least clones that aren't suppressed than there are droids. Except a ton of droids have just chosen to chill in this fallen tree right in here. That's kind of funny, like 20 or 30 droids. If the clones just popped a nice little grenade right in there, they'd be in business. Alright, but the clones are now moving further and further forward, which is what I like to see. Commander WOLFFE, still alive. He's chilling behind a Geonosian starfighter right here. He might be the farthest that any clone in this battle has made it so far, I think. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, except this guy might have beaten him. No, I think WOLFFE still got it. I mean, that guy's dead, so... yeah, the clones who are starting to get a little bit braver and push forward are becoming casualties in the war. They're starting to go down because, you know, they might be able to move forward, but the battle droids still have a very, very nice foothold over here and over here. So they're not out of the battle quite yet. They've still got plenty of life in them, and they're going to manage to take a few more clones with them before the end of this battle. Maybe even claim victory, but I highly doubt it. I honestly think the clones have this one just by the numbers I've been seeing and the effectiveness of their strategies. Plus, they've got this nice little hillside advantage over here, which is nice. The droids, they've got a hill over here, but they're not utilizing it as well, I don't think. So there's that. I think if the clones, like, if they got up right in here, which they're pretty close to doing, they could just toss a nice little cheeky grenade in there, which could be kind of cool. Oh yeah, and guys, we recently reached 20,000 subscribers. That's insane. That is crazy that we did it in such a fast period of time. I'm really proud of us and what we've created with this channel. And I do mean it when I say us, because I couldn't have done this without you guys. You guys gave me half of the ideas for this stuff. You guys are the ones who, you know, supported me. You watched the videos, which is half of YouTube. And so, like, huge thank you to you guys. I'm going to make official 20K subscriber special. I just wanted to say thank you to those of you who watch this regular old video anyway. It means a lot. Like, it's really cool. That's a fifth of the way to 100,000, which is our next goal. Actually, I think our next goal should be 50K. Let's not get too cocky here. I think a bite at a time. But yeah, I'm excited to continue this journey with you guys, and I want to say thank you to all of you, because it's awesome. And if you just found the channel, welcome to the team. And for those long-timers, thanks for sticking around, and I hope the newcomers do stick around as well, because I got a lot of exciting things planned for us. So, hopefully you guys enjoy it too. Alright, so back to this battle. The Wolf Pack is getting more and more forceful with their pushes here, going farther and farther forward. I don't know exactly where Wolf is. He was up here last time we saw him. Uh-oh. That's him right there. He went down. He actually went down right near DOOKU. Him and DOOKU are like 10 feet from each other. That's kind of funny. I mean, they're both probably just unconscious. Oh, that was a good grenade. That killed like 3 people. So, I mean, whoever wins the battle is clearly going to have both of them healed up, and, you know, one will just go back into service and the other will be a prisoner of war, likely, you know? That's kind of how that works. This is some cool fighting, though, watching these guys take each area. And now they're going up to this windmill area. We got an attack going from the front over here and a flank attack on the side from over here as well. This really reminds me of that Battlefield 1 map with the windmill that would just get like tons of people claustrophobic in it. Oh my god, that was a great rebound. Droid threw it back to the clone and killed him that way. That was pretty cool. There's like a ton of Grim battle droids just behind this shed. I'm expecting clones to maybe throw some grenades in it. Oh, and there's some in here too. Actually, they just died, I think, but not before taking out a bunch of clones with them. I think the clones got to throw some grenades up and over. Take them out that way. That would probably be the easiest method. But right now they're just sort of shooting the walls, maybe hoping to get some sort of penetration there and have their laser fire go through it. I don't know what their expectations are, really. There we go. There's some grenades. That's what we were looking for. I think that's going to definitely do it. That actually also opened up the walls and took away a lot of the cover. Now the clones are just sort of wreaking havoc on these guys. Grim droids are barely getting a little bit of fire off before getting downed. A few clones are dying. There's grenades going off every which way. Clones are being blown every which way. But they do come out of this victorious. Just about. There's only a few more Grim droids. And that might have been it. Wow! What a climax to the battle. That was insane. The clones won 100% here. I think they won the tank battle at first, which led them to having more infantry because their tanks were able to kill more droid infantry. So even though they had even numbers, the clone superiority showed, and they managed to do a lot. Let's check it out. Yellow are the droids, red are the clones. As we can see, clones took a lot of losses, and a lot of their losses aren't even showing here because when vehicles explode, they destroy the bodies, so you can't see it in this preview mode. So there's probably like 2 or 3 times more bodies that should be here, and probably same for the droids. And you can see even in the last stand here for the droids, they did a lot of good work and took out a lot of clone troopers. So yeah, pretty interesting battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment and subscribe if you did. Check out my Instagram, Discord, Overtone, Twitter, all the fun things. Links in the description. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.